What a fucking horrible episode of Monday Night Raw. One of the worst goddamn episodes of Monday Night Raw ever that I've watched. It's got to be. I can't remember every single one I've watched, but this like nothing was good. I don't say goddamn that much. Either I'm really mad or I just say an accident or it comes out. But this show goddamn fucking sucked. Seriously, just what a terrible fucking episode of Monday Night Raw. Season premiere. They're hyping this up. Gonna be a big season premiere. It was big. It was a big pile of fucking shit. Sweet. The show started off with Wyatt defeating Jericho, and just it started off boring. Just boring wrestling, pretty much. A few okay moves there with the cage and shit. But then there was one good spot where Jericho jumped off. Actually, a great spot I would classify it when Jericho jumped off the cage. But one good spot. They shouted, this is awesome. One good spot doesn't make a match awesome. Because of that good spot, I'll give it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's probably being a little bit generous. The ending was a horrible ending too. They're like fighting there, and then Wyatt just falls out like that, and it's over. And they beat him up after the match, which wasn't that much for a beat up. They just closed the door on his knee, and then Sister Abigail him, so not that much of a beat up after the match. So shitty ending, one good spot. Giving it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Probably generous too, as I said, but whatever. It was a really good spot there. Then Ziggler cuts a promo. He shows some pictures of The Miz, which I didn't really find funny. The last one was, sort of funny when Sandow's like spraying spray tan on The Miz and he's naked. Kind of funny, but a lot of them weren't really that funny. A little bit, but not really. And then they were okay, but nothing like that was like falling on the floor laughing about. Then they brawl, and then just a zigzag to the Sandow or Mizdow, whatever his name is. And again, not much of a brawl. The brawls in WWE are just so typical nowadays. Then AJ and Paige defeat Natalia and Rosa. Not a very good match. Give it 1.5 out of 5 stars. Just typical Divas match here. It had some nice wrestling there with Paige and Natalia to start off, but it wasn't anything special. You got 4 people who I don't really give that much shit about. Actually, I'll take that back. You got 3 good wrestlers in here, 1 shitty one. So but it's like a couple minute diva match. It's not like I'm gonna give it a big care about it or not. The Jericho and Orton get into a backstage brawl. I thought it should have been more extreme, but it was okay, I guess, but they should have done more. Orton just threw Jericho into the wall a couple times, or into the boxes or whatever they were. Can we get some more extreme brawls? And can we get some more untypical brawls? I'm tired of the same old script here, Just let me get Cena and Heyman cutting a promo, a really long promo. I thought it was alright. Cena, he's actually been on a pretty good run there with his promos, but I thought this one was just fucking shitty. Not horrible, I guess, but it wasn't good. He's talking, he goes back into that typical baby face, and then of course puts Make-A-Wish into it. Which are good stories and all. I'm not anti Make-A-Wish, or I'm not anti, having Cena bond with soldiers, but it's talk about that, talk about that away from wrestling. I don't like when he incorporates that into his character to make people cheer for him, but he gets too baby-facey, typical baby-face. Oh, I'm John Cena, I'm gonna win, I'm not gonna turn to the dark side. And Heyman's trying to convince him. I liked Heyman's promo, as usual. He did cut a pretty good promo. But Cena just laying the whole thing down didn't make it good. It made it okay. But, again, it was okay. Not anything horrible, not anything great, but in the middle. And then we get Rollins defeating Sheamus in a really boring match. I give it 3/4 of a star out of 5. Botched ending too with the curb stomp. This was just pretty much a big disaster. Then Cesaro comes out too. He's there for most of the match. Then he attacks Sheamus after the match. Just a typical neutralizer, typical little moment. We can't get a good brawl after the match. Just one fucking move. Then we get the Russian singing the national anthem, and everybody's like, oh, or the announcers at least, oh, this is so offensive. Jerry Lawler decided to get his ass out of his seat and sit on the ground. Like, what the fuck is he, why you're sending such a statement, Jerry Lawler? It's like, I didn't find it offensive at all. If you ask me, the national anthem is kind of stupid, and the concept of it is pretty stupid. And same thing with the flag too. Just because everybody does it doesn't mean you gotta follow. It's just a fucking song you sing for your country. It doesn't show any patriotism at all. Just because you fucking stand up and put your hand over your heart and sing a fucking song doesn't mean you're patriotic at all. Or have a flag and put it on your front porch. That's not fucking patriotism. It's fucking fake patriots. I mean, I'm not saying people who do that are bad, but it's like a real patriot. Stands up for his country. You know, just pays attention to what's happening in the world and watches over the government. Not put a fucking flag on your front porch and call yourself a patriot. But I didn't find it offensive at all. I thought it was pretty boring. Then Neville and Sami Zayn defeat Kid and Breeze, obviously people from NXT. I thought it was okay. I thought it could have been better though. I know these people are capable of wrestling really good matches. I've seen some of their work in NXT, and they've all put on really good matches, especially Sami Zayn with Cesaro, and what I've called the best wrestling match I've ever seen in my life, wrestling-wise. Probably overall, maybe too, But, like, if you take a look at Punk and Undertaker, I mean, that has story behind it, but, that's something else to talk about on a different day. But yeah, I mean, it was, it started off sort of good, with Sami Zayn there, some nice technical wrestling, some nice moves there, and, you had Neville doing the backflips there, and, Sami Zayn doing somersault at the top rope, and so, I mean, it was alright, I mean, but for them to be successful, I think they need to break away from, like, the typical wrestling of WWE. And like I was really hoping that they were gonna put on a really good match here, even if it was only like 5 or 10 minutes to just show people how good they are, entice people. People know they're good because I'm sure they've seen the pay-per-views. But I was hoping for them to wrestle a good match, get people to watch them and realize that they are better than fucking Randy Orton and Roman Reigns and those fucking Cena and those fucking boring ass motherfuckers. But it was alright. That's better than I could say for, 90% of the shit tonight, pretty much. Then we get the Jerry Springer segment with the Bella Twins. I thought it was pretty, mediocre, to say it's like not that entertaining. I mean, they were arguing just more of the same old shit, and, basically, they had fucking recaps from the past few weeks. I mean, it was nothing, they brought the brother there, which was alright. They had the dad saying, dad and mom on the Titantron. The dad only said like 5 seconds of shit. The mom actually, at least she said something for longer than 5 seconds. But like the brother's there and shit, and it's like, I mean, I guess it was okay at best. Then they brawl at the end, just pretty much rolling around, for the brawl, or rolling out the people. I mean, I thought it was a little bit fucking stupid with the brawl. It was alright though, I guess. And then Jerry Springer, falls down and they gotta take him off on a stretcher. Are you fucking kidding me? It's not like he was fucking, and he's holding the thumbs up. I mean, what the fuck is that? That's people do that when they like get fucking like serious head injuries or concussions, or they're down for like 10 minutes and people think they might be dead. They hold up the thumb, not for a fucking twisted ankle. Fucking stupid in WWE. I tell you, man. Then we get the Goldust and Stardust defeating the Matadors. Some of the worst gimmicks. They should just call this the worst gimmick match in WWE. Just a stupid fucking match between two teams I don't really give two shits about that much. I mean, the Goldust and Stardust are better, but they're still not that good. I'll give it 1.5 out of 5 stars. Just, not really that entertaining of a match here. Then we get Adam fucking Rose defeating Titus Young. And just a stupid match. They had the money again, beating out fucking Slater. Slater, 1 week he's beating Ziggler, he's beating Rollins, and you figure, oh, he's gonna get a push now. And then he just wastes those 2 victories by having him getting fucking beat up by a fucking, bunny. Oh my god, like the logic in WWE. They wasted one fucking main event, with Slater beating Rollins. I mean, they could have expounded on that, at least make Slater into like a bigger person than a fucking jobber, but no, they fucking have him getting beat up by a fucking bunny now. And then I'm just gonna give this match a fucking 0 out of 5 stars. Just fucking retarded, fucking stupid. Titus O'Neil jobs out again in like 2 minutes to fucking a guy who likes to party around like a fucking tard with his 20 other people who are also fucking tards. Just Adam Rose just makes me want to fucking puke. Just a fucking horrible fucking wrestler with a horrible fucking gimmick. It's just disaster. This whole segment, this whole fucking show was a whole disaster of a show. They were hyping it up. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be season premiere. I don't even know what the fuck season premiere means. What season premiere? The show's been on for fucking 25 fucking years. This is like the 1111th episode. You know, like what the fuck are they talking about? It's not like this is a new season. It was on last fucking week. It's been on for like fucking 25 straight years every fucking week. How is it a fucking season premiere? Am I the only one who's asking that question? Am I the only logical one here? It just pisses me off. Then we get Orton and Reigns ending in DQ in a fucking another boring match. Just fucking three wrestlers. You know, my mom was here, you know, there, and I'm like, Mom, what, you know, I asked her, what, I'll give you an over-under for the rest holds, and I told her, you know, rest holds are basically when they just do boring moves and do nothing and just, you know, just do stupid choke holds and whatever. I'm like, Mom, you know, I'll give you the over-under. I think it's gonna be 3, and I did count 3, so I was fucking right. 3 fucking rest holds, really. The match fucking dragged on, slow as fucking, you know, it's just boring, nothing good. I mean, it had some, you know, okay moves in there, decent moves, but, I mean, it was for a fucking 20-25 minute match, nowhere near the amount of good moves for me to call it a quality match. I give it fucking 1 out of 5 stars, the match, you know, and 1 out of 5 is probably fucking generous, too. And then we get fucking, you know, it just ends in DQ, you know, the main event ends in DQ, again, just more fucking DQ endings, you know, and then fucking you get the cage coming down, and then, you know, at least you had Rollins, you know, jump off the cage again, another same fucking spot, really, but it was still a cool spot. Then the curb stomp on the chair was, you know, he did it right this time. It was, you know, a good spot, so I guess it ended okay. But still, more of the same shit with just, you know, the Authority coming out and beating down on people. It's like, you know, it's just the same shit over and over again. I'm getting bored of it. I'm getting tired of it. Can we get something unexpected? Can we get something new? Can we get something good? The answer is no, we can't. This is like the horrible, the worst time of the fucking year for WWE. Seriously, at least, you know, in the start of the year you had, you know, the Rumble, you had Bryan, you had fucking, you know, WrestleMania, and, you know, and then after that you had a few good pay-per-views, you know, but after that, I mean, it just took a fucking nosedive. You know, it was actually being a little bit good after WrestleMania. The pay-per-views were good. I mean, the Raws weren't necessarily good, but at least the pay-per-views were good. Now everything fucking sucks. You know, I can't remember the last time I gave a positive review on this fucking channel. I mean, everything just sucks. Seriously, this is a fucking horrible time to be a fan right now. You got fucking Reigns fucking winning every fucking week, and he fucking sucks. You got, you know, Orton fucking in the main event, he fucking sucks. You got Kane, who fucking sucks. You got Triple H, who fucking is on every week now, fucking just washed up old motherfucker who needs to fucking just go and get out of my fucking life. You know, just everything on this fucking, the fucking company now is just depressing. You have a few good things in there, a few promising talents like Ambrose, Rollins, Cesaro, Bray Wyatt, but they get fucking buried by people like Cena, you know, and it's just fucking disaster. Fucking disaster. So there you go, people. Raw fucking sucked. I'm gonna give it like a 1 out of 10 stars, because I was, you know, they were hyping it up. You know, I'll give it a half star to a 10, because they were hyping it up as this big thing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be epic. Season premiere, whatever the fuck that means. You know, they had a lot of planned events, but it ended up being a total shit fest overall. Oops, dropped the camera there. Just a total fucking, you know, opposite of what they were hyping it up to be. So it fucking sucked. It's just serious. I can't even think of fucking a word to describe how shitty this show was. You know, this show is just getting horrible now. I'm not gonna stop watching or anything, but they gotta fucking pick up their shit if they want to be successful, or that fucking stock's gonna keep going down, and that fucking network's not gonna get subscriptions. So there you go, people. There's your motherfucking Raw review.